hello. Welcome to Krystal Voice TV. Yes, we come without notification. Don't worry. Sometimes this is how we're going to come. Yes. How have your week been? How has your week been? Mine has been okay. I don't know about yours. Wherever you're watching us from, you're welcome to Krystal Voice TV. We are live on Facebook, YouTube. We will be going to TikTok right after this. Why am I here today, cladded in red? I come not bearing a pleasant news. Yes, we've lost one of us. We've lost one of us. This incident happened somewhere in later part of November 2025. And then we've held on to today. Because of the Christmas festivities, we had to hold on until the appropriate time. Then we come out here to speak about the good things he did for us whilst he was amongst us. Yes, this gentleman I'm talking about has been a friend, a listener, a prayer partner, a manager, a co-worker or a colleague. What have you? You name them. He's such an affable gentleman. He's got time for everybody. He listened a lot. He is a good writer. As he would say, I am the first executive producer from my hometown, Adafo. I met this gentleman when my career in the media had just begun, way back in 2006. Today's program is going to be of the two of us. It's going to be a bit of a self-centered one because it happened between the two of us. And then subsequently, my husband or my family came in. So if you listened to me and it is about me, we, don't be worried. I am paying a tribute to someone who played an important role in my life. Mr. Ezekiel Dugbatey Nanor. May your gentle soul rest everywhere you are. I met Mr. Nanor in 2006 when we had just gone to Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. And then the department we were sent to, they were dilly-dallying with us. And so I had to report to the then director of TV, who is also late, Mr. Charles Kofi Bakna. Apparently, he was a friend to Mr. Nanor. So right in his office, I met Mr. Nanor. And then he asked why I am here in that office. So I explained to him the reason why I was there. And then he said to me, don't worry, you are going to be fine. I am here. I'm going to help you out. That was when everything about me changed, because this I am doing is what I love most. And so we became friends. And during that time, a whole lot went on back in Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. We were the first batch of the government's program. Then it was ex-president John Ejekum Kufuor, who was in government or who was in power, the MPP, the then MPP party. So he rolled out a program called the National Youth Employment Program, which I took part of it, and it led me to GBC. This is how come I met Mr. Nanor. And then on that fateful day, when the department, the head of department, were tossing us here and there, I met him in that office and we became friends. He showed me his office. Apparently, we were on the same block. We were just about 2 offices away from his. So our friendship began. He was then the director of one of the local programs, drama shows, Obra. Yes. And so I used to go to his office. We have a conversation. And one of the days I told him I had interest in acting. So I needed a manager. He opted to do it. And then I probed further about what it would take for me to be there, because at the time I was so ambitious. I just wanted to make it. So he told me a whole lot. We would be going to places. He mentioned the pub, clubbing, and so on and so on. That was when I told him, no, I'm not interested in going clubbing. If managing me is going to be part of clubbing, then I'm sorry, I'm going to be out of it. I am not ready for it, or I'm not interested in that part. So he brought up another program, and then it suited me very well. So I jumped in. Growing up or in the media back then in 2006, I was acting through Mr. Dugbatey Nanor. I was able to appear on TV. I did a lot of TV commercials. Back then, we used to win the contract for government. Anytime, this is one of the pictures when I was acting. We did a project for the Electoral Commission of Ghana. We were introducing or educating the public about how to use the biometric machine. At the time, it was the first in the country. And so I was part of the group who acted to bring this out for the public to know about it. And I got this opportunity through Mr. Nanor because I joined his drama group. He had a drama group then. And so we were working together. Through this, I got another project. It was still about acting. So we did a lot of commercials. I was acting as a nurse, again, through Mr. Nanor. He really helped me. He really shaped me. He looked at me one day and told me, listen, you can do it. Don't listen to the naysayers. You can do it. Don't listen. Just remain focused. You will be able to do it. This picture here, Mr. Nanor is the one who took the picture, so he's not in there. But this is a project we won, a private project we did for one of the non-governmental organizations. Yes. That is Mr. Nanor standing next to me in his blue and white Lacoste shirt. Next to him is Mr. Lewis, Uncle Lewis, wherever you are, God bless you. When I won this project, the two of you teamed up together to say that we are not going to let you go. We are not going to let it go without you making it, having it done and submitting it to the people. So the two of you really helped me. And I'm really grateful about this. That is me seated on the chair. That is Uncle Lewis behind the camera. That is Mr. Nanor directing. us. And I was interviewing an older man who was at the time 102 or 103 years at the time, way back in 2012. Myself and Mr. Nanor, we go way, way back. He's been a good friend. So we did this project and submitted it. It was about one of the chiefs celebrating his anniversary. And so we had to go and do documentary for the chief and his people. This is one of the pictures there. So we did it. Mr. Nanor was a good friend. That is me behind my camera holding my cards. We had someone in the camera recording. That is Mr. Nanor in his white shirt. Uncle Louis standing next to us. Yes, we were doing a lot of projects. We won back and back and back. Within 1 year, we won about 4 contracts. That is me and someone whom we contracted to do coverage for us. I was then directing. Yes, that is as this happened somewhere in Takoradi, where the oil was found. Yes, this happened somewhere there. This picture was taken somewhere there. And then this picture also is one of the educational programs we did for Electoral Commission, kind courtesy of Mr. Nanor. The people in there, if you are watching, you can attest to this. Yes, by kind courtesy of Mr. Dugbatey Nanor. He has been of immense help to me. He's been there. He's been my pillar. I can't remember when I first started interviewing people. He would sit me in his office and take me through the process. That is me. That is one of the directors. Mr. Nanor was behind the camera and directing as well. So he's not in this shot. This is how close, how far I was with Mr. Nanor, who is no more with us. We went places. I quite remember back in the days. Whoever is watching me from Ghana Broadcasting Corporation and you are close to me, you know what I'm talking about. Back in the days, we leave home as early as 1 a.m. just to travel about 6 hours, 5 hours, 4 hours to go and record a program, to go and do a documentary, and then come back to the office to do our programs. At the time, I was a producer then. So I do everything ahead and then get that time, little time, to run to somebody's town, which is about 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, sometimes 7 hours away from us, just to go and capture, just to go and record. At the time, I told myself I needed to do something for myself because where I am coming from, where I was coming from, was a desert where there was nobody but one person you could turn up to. She knows herself. She's also been a pillar in my life till today, just like Mr. Nanor. At the time, people thought I was dating Mr. Nanor, but they never knew the project, the contract that we had. They never knew the things we were doing. This girl sitting here, if you know me very well, I tell it as it is. I don't look at faces. When you want me to condescend to your level, of course, you've brought yourself, and I will do that. And when I finish, I'll carry myself up. So Mr. Nanor knows me very well. Anytime we are talking or anytime we are doing anything, he will go like, you, this girl. And then he will laugh because he knew me very well. And because of the way I related to him, he even brought his children just to come and listen to me. That is myself and one of the chiefs I did a program for. Kind courtesy, Mr. Nanor. There were a lot of speculations going on. Oh, she's dating this man. And so they really hated to see the two of us together. But we knew what we were doing. Yes, we knew what we were doing. we were just working. At the time, there were so many opportunities. I could have said that, oh, let me jump in, because I came into this country with a lot of big, fat complimentary cards. But Mr. Nanor will attest to this. And another colleague of mine, who is also a friend, will attest to this. When you are dealing with this girl, she's always focused about getting something done. And so when you come in with those topics, those things, she will not listen to you. This is me. That was Mr. Nanor. He could attest even when I am not there for me, because he knew me very well. He is such an affable gentleman. Mr. Nanor will write. He will listen to you and write everything you are talking about. When it comes to writing, he's number one. He was the first producer of his hometown. He was the first director to do an international collaboration. He produced a movie called Asimo back in the days. Anyone who knows Mr. Nanor knows his works. He is not selfish. He was never a selfish person, especially when you are close to him, when you know him very well. Anytime we meet, Mr. Nanor is bringing in something on board. If not him, I bring in something. We talk about it. We plan on how to execute it. And then he will tell you, I'm going to write. I'll bring it for you to proofread or for you to edit it. And he does so. Our friendship has been like that from then till present, until his last breath. I quite remember one of the days we had finished editing. We went to do the edit because it was a private production. We went to do the editing somewhere around TV3 Gamma Film area. TV3 and GBC is about 10-15 minutes walk. And when we had finished and on my way home, it was around 8 o'clock thereabout, or 8:30 p.m. thereabout. We were ambushed and attacked by two guys who were on, is it a motor? Yes. They ambushed us somewhere there was no light, wanting the bag I had, and I refused giving that bag to them. I threw the bag into the bush and asked them to go for it, not knowing they had a machete. They had a machete. They were just going to chop off my head. Noticing that he's brought out that machete, I just went down that way, and Mr. Nanor held his hand, the hand of that guy, and they slitted his palm into two. Yes. Because of me. So around that time, I had to rush him to the 37 military hospital for him to be taken care of. Which happened. They took care of him, and then we all left to our various homes. The next morning when we got to GBC, the news has already been there. And on that production blog, everybody was making mockery of us. That they thought, to them, they thought we were dating. And I was not giving attention to them. That is a story for another day. You see, let me pause here and say this. Always have a purpose. Because the naysayers are a bunch. The naysayers are ready to devour you. I never allowed those things to sway me. I continued my journey with Mr. Nanor, and we were doing a lot of projects. We did a lot and a lot and a lot of projects. I can't remember the very first project I got. It was around between 9:30 to 10 p.m. when I had a call from a woman I had. At the time, I was directing, there was a program called, I don't know if it still exists, Adult Education in the local languages. We had about 6 local languages. So at the time, I was the one directing all the local languages. Monday to Friday. So on one of the programs, I had someone coming in who worked with an NGO, and then in a conversation, she expressed getting someone to work for her. So that was when my breakthrough came. 10 p.m. on that fateful night, the woman called, wanting someone to do coverage for her the next day at a stipulated time. Looking left and right, there was nobody to fall on. Around that time, I called Mr. Nanor. I explained to him, this is what has happened, and that I was going to tell the woman that I cannot cover that project. What he said was, hold on. Tell the woman you are going to do it. I asked him, how are we going to do it? Because I don't have camera, I don't have light, I don't have that. He said, tell the woman we are going to do it. And truly, the next day at the stipulated time given, we were there because he had organized. And that was the breakthrough I had. Kind courtesy, this gentleman called Mr. Ezekiel Dugbatey. He has been there for me since 2006. I can't remember, there was one of the instances my immediate boss was really treating me awkwardly. She treated me as if I was a piece of rag at the time. During lunchtime, you will see me crying. I don't know what I did at the time, but they treated me in a way that I felt less of a human. But again, Mr. Nanor came in. Mr. Godwin Banini also came in. Mr. Nanor looked at me and said, listen, you are going to pursue this. This is you, and I'm going to stand by you every step of the way. If you don't understand anything, though I am not in your department, come to me. I will explain to you. And so he assured me, and this is where I am today. Kind courtesy, Mr. Ezekiel Dugbatey and Uncle Banini. Wherever you are, Uncle Banini, God bless you. I am really grateful. Mr. Nanor, even after I had left Ghana, married, he still comes. We have been in contact since 2013 until 2025, November. When he is going through challenges, he will call. Let's pray, and we will pray. There are days I tell him things, and so he carved a name for me, my prophetess. There are days I caution him, and he listens, and then he will come back and tell me, do you know that blah, 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 blah you said really happened? And then he will go like, thank you. Even here, Mr. Nanor never left me and my household. There are days he will come and ask questions, and I will explain to him. There are days he would, when he does, how do we call it? When he writes script, he brings it on my phone. I have to proofread or edit it and then hand it over to him. Then he will be, okay, this is how close we have been or we were. We could talk about home, we could talk about family, we talked about everything. If we have to gossip and make fun, we do it. Even here, there are days he will call, he will do a video call. Let me say hello to my husband, my brother. Because of me, Mr. Nanor even gave my husband an opportunity. At a time, during the COVID era, that was in 2020, yeah, 2020, my husband was reporting from here. was doing reports in the local language for Mr. Nanor. Every time there is an incident, Mr. Nanor will call and my husband will report. This is how close we were. These are some of the opportunities he gave to my husband and my home. When I was in school, at a point I was supposed to have traveled back home, Africa or Ghana, for a research. I called him and explained to him this, that. He said, don't worry. You will do your research. Let me put things in place for you. He did. And I did my research. He impacted my life to that extent. He is one of the pillars I looked up to in this media field. Whenever I need anything regarding this field, I just pick a phone, call him, we make fun of ourselves, and then put it before him. And he will swiftly respond. He will give me the necessary things I needed at the time. He will tell you, don't worry. He will do it for me. There was not a single month we never spoke. Every month we speak about 2, 3, 4 times in a month. He was everywhere with me because he said he wanted to train somebody so that in the near future, when he's no more, I can do what I am doing today. Mr. Nanor, wherever you are dearly missed. We missed your video calls. You will call us. We will have a conversation. We will laugh. You are so friendly. We miss you dearly, especially me. Especially when this whole story came, I nearly got depressed because we had conversations within that month. You called, even telling me about one of us who had passed and what you learned from that person and what you've learned from me and what I have also learned from you. I shared it with you. We all laughed. We made jokes about what people didn't know back then at GBC or in GBC about the two of us, that we were winning contracts whilst they were doing so many skirmishes around us privately. We laughed about these things. Only to hear the sad news. I quite remember our last conversation was about the demise of the late Charles Kwejofosu, aka Daddy Lumba. We talked about something I am not going to bring out here. No, it is my idea and I have to work towards it because you are no more. I talked to you about it. We discussed it and you said you were going to write it. You were going to put everything on paper, bring it for editing, and then we start it. So I was really in anticipation on that fateful Saturday of 29th November 2025. Before then, you had introduced me 3 months away to somebody, which there was a conversation going on between myself and that person, including you. A lot was going on at the time. Only only to be told on that fateful day, Saturday afternoon, whilst I was just waiting in anticipation, waiting to hear from you and what you've put in down and how we should go about it. Only to be called by the person you introduced me to. No, he rather sent a message, so I had to follow up with a call. Only for him to tell me that you are gone. Just like that. Just like that. So today, I still can't believe it. Because I know the conversations we had. I know the fight we've fought spiritually. I know the battles you fought. I know how I have helped you in prayers. I know when you call to say, pray for me, let's pray together. Even here, my husband is around. He will testify to this. I know how the challenges were in your new office, that you will call and seek for advice. To which you called me your prophetess. And then after after I had graduated, you gave me another name, your doc. We will laugh over this name over and over and over. And then you go like, you know what? I am so proud of you that you never gave up. And I'll tell you, the doc is not there yet. You will still go like, no, I insist. I will call you your doc, whether you like it or not. I will call you my doc, whether you like it or not. And so I had to literally accept it. And so that was the name you were calling me during your later days. You will call and ask, where is my brother? Where is my international journalist? Which is my husband. We talked a lot. It saddens my heart. Sincerely. I don't want to say I am broken. No. I don't want to say this. I went further to find out what really happened to you. That is a story for another day. That is a story for another day. But for all the good you did for me and my household, for everybody's life you have impacted through your works, may God in heaven, who sees and knows all, give you an eternal rest. This is so sudden to me. I don't want to use the word shock. I don't want to. But God knows best. Because of the good you did for me and my household, when I was going through tribulations and so on and so forth in the hands of those people at the time, and you stood in, and through then I got a lot of opportunities because of you. May God bless your children whom you've left behind and their generations and generations to come. You sacrificed your life for me. They made mockery of us because they thought that everybody was just like them. They thought that you were one of those people who would tell the girls who are working with them to pull down their panties so you sleep with them. They thought you were one of them. You know me very well. You brought it up. I explained things to you and you understood. I told you one of the days that I want to be somewhere I can call you and have a conversation with you. We will laugh our heads off. And you listened. You are a good listener. You were a good man to me. I don't know about the others, but to me, you were so good to me. I can't take this or keep it to myself. This, to do a tribute for you, come on, this is just not what we planned. We had been talking about things to do, the projects we are going to do and how we are going to put things in place. Only for this to happen. For the good you did for me, for the contracts you did with me, for the opportunities you gave me. May God bless your children's children. May God bless their home because of you. Myself and my husband, we are grateful for having you in our lives. You were a pillar in this media journey. We thank you very much, Du, wherever you are. Though it saddens my heart, may God give you eternal rest wherever you are. And may God protect your family. May God completely, entirely heal your wife, Josephine, Mrs. Nanor. May your children and the rest of your family never lack. God be with you till we meet again. Goodbye from us. Thank you, people, for listening to us. Thank you for the opportunity to come to your home once again. This is not how we planned it, but it has happened. I have to pay tribute to just this gentleman who did so much for me. Thank you for allowing us into your homes. See you all again next time. Till then, bye-bye from Krystal Voice. Bye.